This is the 7th grade worksheet for lesson 19, and I'll be covering it. So the first part, we have Armanek spent 3 hours walking from his home to a nearby lake. If the distance from his home to the lake is 4.5 miles, what is his average speed? So we're trying to find his average speed, which is miles per hour, and all we do is take this formula right here and plug in the values we have, which is 3 hours and 4.5 miles. So we plug in the miles right here, and then slash or per an hour, which is 3 hours. And all you have to do is just divide it, because this slash means dividing. So you do 4.5 divided by 3, and then so 3 goes into 5 one time, so you plug it in. When you do all the math, you should get 1.8. So 1.8 is your answer. Here, complete the multiplication sentence below and mark the correct answer. You have 5 times some number, which we'll call b, equals 3.75. And all we have to do is isolate the variable, so we divide both sides by 5. And so here, we just take the decimal, put it on top like that, and divide it. So you do, so 5 doesn't go into 3, so you put a 0 there, move on. So you get, drop down the 7, no, sorry, you want to add on the 7, so you have 37, well, 5 goes into 37 7 times, so you write 7, 35 there, subtract, you should get 25, and once you do all the multiplication, once you solve it out, you should get C, which is 0.75, because it's asking to find the missing number, and all you have to do is just divide 5 by both sides. The distance between the two cities is 80 kilometers. What is the best estimate of the distance between the two cities in miles? And it gives us the conversion. 1 mile is about 1.6 kilometers. So all you have to do is take 1.6 and you do 80 divided by 1.6. And here what I did, I took the decimal here and I moved it right here, because it's really like, it's kind of weird dividing a decimal by a number that's not a decimal, which is called an integer. But so I just moved it once to the right, so it's a whole number. But when you do this, you want to add a 0 at the end of whatever number is here. So then now you just solve it out like a regular division problem. 16 goes into 80 5 times, and it goes into 80 perfectly. So once you subtract it, you should get 0. You drop down this 0, and then boom, you just get 50. Next one. This question was actually, like, none of these answers are correct. But so yeah, Liana weighs 65.6 kilograms. What is the best estimate of Liana's weight in pounds? And 1 kilogram is 0.5 pounds. None of these answers are correct, because I don't know why, but all you have to do is take this, because we know that for every 1 kilogram, it's 0.5 pounds. So you just take 65.6 kilograms and you multiply it by 0.5, and you should get 32.8. So if you get this answer, good job. Complete the division sentence below and mark the correct answer. Oh, okay, I actually did this one wrong. Don't copy down this answer. I didn't. So we have x. Wait. No, I actually did it correct. Never mind. My bad. You know what? I can't go back, but so say like we have x, which is a number. So we have. Well, no, I did it wrong. Yeah. So since we have a number divided by x, we're just gonna call it that, equals 9. So what we have to do, we want to just multiply both sides by x. So then you get 112.5 equals 9x. And then we isolate it again by dividing it by 9, the whole thing. So we would divide 112.5 divided by 9. And once you do the okay, so it doesn't go into there, so 11 does, so 1, oops, Let me just do it real quick. 18. Wait, no, it's 4. So the answer to this problem is 12.5 because 9 goes into 11 once. Subtract it, you get 2. Then drop down the 2, you get 22. 9 goes into 22 twice, so you get 18 there. Subtract it, then you get 45. 9 goes into 45 5 times, and then you just put the decimal back up there. So yeah, and the answer is D for this problem. Nice. Okay, yeah. The city hall is building 20 meters high. Each floor is 3.5 meters high. How many floors does the city hall have? Oh, okay, yeah. So we know that since the whole building is like 28 meters, like that, and then you got floors, right? You want to count how many floors they have, so you just divide it. So 28 divided by 3.5. You should get 8, I believe. Just C. So yeah. If you want to do the division, make sure you want to move the decimal once, and then you add a 0 there. And then 280 divided by 35 is just 8. So the next part, we have find the x-intercept and find the y-intercept of the graph of the equation. So here we have 5x minus y equals 35. So it's really simple. All you have to do is plug in 0 for the y and the x value. It's a lot of stuff to write out, and it's pretty painful, but you just gotta do it. So here what I did, you have 5x minus y equals 35. We want to find the x-intercept by plugging in 0 for the y. So we get 5x minus 0 equals 35. Isolate the x by dividing it by 5, we get x equals 7. Same thing here. To find the y-intercept, you plug in x with 0, and then you would isolate y by dividing by -1, so you get y equals -35. But this isn't your answer. What you have to do is write it into like x comma y. So we know that x equals 7, so you write 7 comma 0 for the x-intercept. For the y-intercept, you do 0 comma the y value, which is -35. Same thing for the rest. You plug in 0 for each of the values, and then you just solve it out. Here's like the work for it, but try it on your own. So here, I'll let you pause right here if you want to. Next one, the perimeter of the rectangular park is 72 feet. Let x be the park's width in feet, and let y be its length in feet. Writing equation for the perimeter. So we know that so it's a rectangle, right? We're trying to find the perimeter. The perimeter's sides are like all the sides added up together. So what I did is 2x plus 2y equals 72. That's the equation. Then you gotta find the intercepts of the graph that we wrote. So same thing. You just plug in 0 for the x and y values. So that's what I did. Plugged in 0 for y and plugged in 0 for x. And then you get x equals 36 and y equals 36. But that's not our answer. We have to write it into like the point system kind of thing, which is just x comma y. And this is what you should get. In one state, small bottles have a refund value of 4 cents, and large bottles have a refund value of 8 cents. Your friend returns small and large bottles and receives 56 cents. This situation is given by 4x plus 8y equals 56, where x is a small number of bottles and y is the large number of bottles. So what I did here was I basically just solved for the x and y intercepts basically. So you do the same thing, plug in 0, yeah, x equals 14 and y equals 7. So then your x coordinate and your y coordinate should be 14 and 0, and then 0 and 7. But then for B, give 3 possibilities for the number of size bottles your friend could have returned. So we know that he gives small and large bottles, so what I did is I actually graphed it. So I found the slope, and our equation would just be negative, y equals negative 1/2 x plus 7, which is our right here. And if you go here, if you do graph it, it's like really simple. All you have to do is just look where like the line, like look where like the both axes hit a point like perfectly. Like if you go 2, 6 right here, it hits perfectly on the line right here. Or 1, 4, 5 right here, it hits perfectly there too. So going back, some possibilities could be 2, 6, 4, 5, and the last one should be like, let's see, 6, 4. It's kind of a lot of work, but like it's pretty simple if you graph it. So yeah, thank you for watching.